Hey, welcome to Art with Viv. One of my viewers asked me if I could show them how to make a snowflake, a crystal snowflake. So I had to dig through all my things, go in the closet, go in the attic, and this is what I used. I made my crystal snowflakes back in the 1990s. So all of these are saved from the 90s. And you can use different color beads. I have these pink ones because I was going to do something for Valentine's and then I didn't do it. But they're just plastic beads, but they're called crystal beads. I have a whole slew of those, and you get them in different sizes. I think these are 4mm, then 8mm. I want to say these might be 12. I'm not sure because I lost the bags. Here is the name of them. And I believe I got them at Walmart a long time ago. Today I went to Hobby Lobby to see if I could find any, and I could not find them. But you get the round faceted beads, and you get them in different sizes. You go smaller, and then, you know, a little bigger, and then these are the biggest ones I got. Then they have these little diamond shaped beads. They're shaped like diamonds. And I don't know, let's see if I can find a package of those to find out what the name of those are. Is this them? Yeah, this is them. They are called rondelle beads, maybe? Rondelle, R-O-N-D-E-L-L-E beads. And those are 6mm. So that is R-O-N-D-E-L-L-E, rondelle beads. And they're just called little crystal beads. Those are 6mm. These are 6mm. And then the starburst beads, crystal starburst beads. I've got the 18mm, which are these larger ones, and then I've got the smaller starburst crystal beads that are 12mm. So these are 18, these are 12. And I'm not sure about my the faceted ones, the round ones. So you'll just need a collection of those. You'll need, you can buy these on Amazon. They are already welded for you, and they are snowflake forms. Now, they did not have these available when I made mine in the 1990s. I actually cut 28 gauge wire into 3 separate lengths. I think some of mine were longer, some were shorter. That was the one thing about doing it yourself, is that you can make your snowflake as big or as small as you wanted, but it was 28 gauge wire, and then I soldered them together. I would lay them on top of each other, being really still, and then I would solder the center of them together with 30 gauge. I think that's what it was. Let those set, and then that's all there is to it. But now you can actually buy these at hobby stores. I got mine from Amazon. I ordered mine from Amazon, and I think it was $9 for a set of 24 of these little things already soldered for you. So, I mean, the one drawback is it's all one size. You can get different size of these frames or forms or whatever you want to call it, or you could solder them together yourself, or you could even use Chanel sticks or pipe cleaners. I'm not going to go into that just yet. So then the next thing you want to do is you'll want to figure out a pattern. So I like to start with the little small beads, and you just put them on. They have, you know, holes on them, and then you'll just figure out a pattern that you want to go. And I'm just going to do it on one of the arms first. We're just going to do a pattern on one of the arms first. So I've got my pattern on here. I've got 2 small round faceted beads, then one next size up of the faceted beads, 2 small starburst, one of the same size here faceted, then a small faceted bead, then 2 of the larger starburst, a small faceted bead, a medium size faceted bead, then the small one, then 2 small starburst, and ending it off with a small faceted bead. And then you'll just take some round or needle nose pliers, round pliers. If you are a jewelry maker, then you'll already have these, and you'll just twist that over at the top. Just twist it over, make a little circle. I don't have the best ones here, but yeah, you'll just twist that around at the top, and that keeps your beads from falling off. And you can put a ribbon through that little round hole, and that's not the best little roundness because my needle nose pliers are not that needle nosed. So then you'll have your first one, and you'll do the same thing on all the other little arms, doing your same pattern. We're going to do 2 tiny round faceted. And you can mix and match your patterns. You can make your patterns any kind of way you want to. Remember, snowflakes are individuals, so they all look different. So you can just make up any patterns that you want. And what I mean by patterns is the way that you stack your beads on there to make that pattern down the arm. Alright, let's start back over. We got 2 small ones. I keep tilting it over. Alright, let's get serious, Viv. Let's get this rocking and rolling. And then one of the next smallest beads. And you just put that on. And then 2 of the tiny starbursts. Oh, you got to actually get it in the hole, though. You got to pay attention to what you're doing. And then a medium. Or not medium, it's the next to the smallest. And then another smallest one on top of that. And then 2 big starbursts. And then another small one. And then a bigger one. The second largest one, then another small one. Is that right? A small one? Yep. And then 2 tiny starbursts right on the top of that. And then you'll want to take your needle nose pliers, and mine are not the best. And you'll want to round off. That looks like. Does that look right? Make sure I got everything in there right. And then you'll just pinch it and then turn it around. Just do a better job than I'm doing. And that way it will not, the beads won't fall off. It'll hold those on. Yeah. And you'll also have a nice little, it works better with the pliers that you use for jewelry making, but I got my husband's pliers out of his toolbox, and they're not as needly nosed as I would like them to be, but they're working. So there we go. Then we're going to do the rest of the arms, and we'll have a beautiful snowflake. And that's just how you make these sweet little crystal beaded snowflakes. You just get some forms from Amazon instead of having, or you can solder it yourself. Use 28 gauge wire and cut 3 pieces the same length, and then you'll just solder them in the center. Then you'll get a variety of crystal beads. These are faceted crystal beads. I have different sizes, different varieties. You can, and then the starbursts as well. I've got the round faceted in all different sizes. Then I have some little diamond shaped ones that they call rondelles. And then we have the starbursts in 2 sizes, but you can get it whatever sizes you want. These are the starbursts. They look like stars. And then they come in smaller sizes as well. So you just get whatever sizes you want. I don't know how many beads you'll need for how many snowflakes. I've never counted. I just got tons of them. And then what you'll do is, once you have your form ready, you'll just do a pattern. I'm calling it a pattern. It just will have whatever order the size of the beads are. Just do it the same exact on each one of the arms. Like there's 2 small ones, a medium one, 2 small starburst, a medium one, a small one, 2 big starburst, a small one, a large one, and then another small one, and 2 small starbursts. And you do that on every arm, and you just make sure it's the same pattern, and then you'll just take your round nose pliers, or if you have jewelry pliers, and you'll just curl the end over, and that keeps the beads from falling out, plus it gives you a handy way to hang it. And here's another one I made with just using a different sequence of beads down each one. So it's different than this one. This one I used more of the starburst and more of the larger faceted beads. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you give it a try. These you can get on Amazon already made, so you don't have to do it for you. You can also do it with pipe cleaner stems or chenille stems, whatever you want to call them. And you'll just have to twist those together in the center. But they're not as sturdy as these. I've done these in the 90s, and mine have lasted this I don't know, years and years. And I just put them in a little box and cover them with tissue, and I save them every year, and then I hang them either on my tree, in my garlands, on my mirrors, or in my windows. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.